What's going on, guys? BouseFeenux here, and today we are taking a look, finally, at the Conqueror. Yes, I have been reading your comments, and I know you've been asking me to do this video, and here it is, the Conqueror Reworks. Let's take a look at these in detail. So, full disclosure, real quick before we get into that, I am not a Conq main. I've barely ever played Conqueror, but I have fought a lot of Conquerors, and I kind of know what this character's all about. But that being said, I'm not an expert, and I will be posting the patch notes for this character down below so you guys can kind of see in greater detail. I don't want to cover all the frame data because that would make this video like 20 minutes long, but I will go over some of the more important stuff. So first up, the Charged Heavy. That's like the first thing on the list here. Charged Heavy attack. Everybody's seen this before, right? Conqueror starts charging it, it goes pink, and you're like, oh boy, he's either gonna do one of these numbers, or he's just gonna guard break you, or, you know, whatever. Like, people barely ever throw this, right? They really only get you at this when you're on the ground. Well, now, it's unblockable, and there's no charge level to it. As soon as it's pink, you let it go. There's no level 1, level 2 charge, nothing like that. It's either charged or uncharged. So, when it's pink, it is fully charged and ready to go. This takes about 900 milliseconds, so it's kind of slow. I mean, it's very telegraphed. But, you know, it's an unblockable, so there should be some risk. It does 44 damage from the top, and 33 damage from the side, and the stance change while charging is now 100 milliseconds. So you can change stance a lot faster than you were able to before. So that is pretty much the Charged Heavy. There are a couple other moves that I want to take a look at, but we'll need to fight a bot to do those. So while we're here, I do want to let you know his light attacks have been changed. This character's pretty much received a full balance pass. Nothing is really going to be the same as it was. There's going to be a lot of different stuff, but his light attacks are now a little bit faster. They're now 500 milliseconds, so that puts him on par with the rest of the cast, especially some of the assassin characters. I think Gladiator has some 500 millisecond attacks. Centurion has this, what, 500 millisecond heavy or something crazy like that. I'm not too hip on the frame data, but I'm pretty sure those numbers are right. But anyway, infinite light strikes. These are now 500 milliseconds. And all light attacks do 15 damage now. It used to be 12. So we got a little bit of a damage boost, a little bit of a speed boost. That's pretty nice. Also, your chains have been reworked. A light attack can now be followed with any light. It can be followed with a heavy. Or it can be followed with a shield bash mix-up. So this is new. A light attack can be followed with a shield bash mix-up, which gives you this. And that's pretty annoying. That's gonna be insanely, like, you get hit by a light, and then it's like, bam, you're into the wall. And then you just eat a heavy. So that's gonna be really, really weird to watch out for. You're gonna have to really be on those. And those lights are faster now. So, yeah, enjoy! That's always been the case. We've always been able to do that. But now he can go from a heavy to a light, which is really interesting. So now he has a light, heavy, heavy, light attack, which is really cool. Alright, so that about covers it for everything I can show you with a level 0 bot. Let's move over to something else, and I'll show you how the rest of his kit has been reworked. Alright, here we are with our bot that is going to start swinging at us any second now. There he is. Alright, so there's one more thing that I could have shown you with the Peacekeeper, but I'll just go ahead and show you now. This is a new move. You can cancel any heavy attack into a shield uppercut. Just like that. It does stamina damage. No real damage unless you have the shield damage feat. This also works for your unblockable. So you can cancel the unblockable into that as well. And notice too, since I just did that, we'll go ahead and get right into it. Your superior block works a little differently now. You don't just have it, so let's get him to attack me. Notice we get hit like it's any other heavy on any other character. When we do have superior block, though, is when we're attacking like that. So it's like a trade almost now. You pretty much just have to trade attacks. Your superior block also works on your dodges, too. So forward dodge, side dodge, all that stuff. It also works during your charged heavy attack, which my timing was off there, but you get the idea. Okay, so full block stance is next. Show you how that works. Entering it costs 20 stamina, which is a lot more, and your stamina will drain as you're in full block stance. You also have superior block while in full block stance, and blocking attacks doesn't cost any stamina. So there you go. Blocking attacks doesn't cost stamina. but you do drain stamina while you're in superior block. Now, there is one more thing you can do. The shield riposte has been replaced with the flail uppercut. There we go. So it's a 500 millisecond strike. It uses a heavy input. It does 30 damage. And as you saw, well, never mind. I did a regular heavy attack. But it can't execute. Oh, come on. Stop. All right, let's go. Come on, hit me again. So I'll show you guys that one more time if this raider wants to cooperate. Come on, dude, hit me. There we go. Ran out of stamina. That's okay, but yeah, so that's the flail uppercut. Does the 30 damage. It's unblockable. But that about covers it, I think, for the Conqueror. Let's take a look at the moveset one more time, make sure we got everything. We got the flail uppercut. That's going to be your superior block. You block an attack, and then you do a heavy. Your shield bash mix-up can now be done from landing a light attack or a heavy attack. Heavy attack has always been the case, but the light attack is new. Shield bash is the same there. Charging shield crush, that's the sprinting shield bash that knocks you down. Full block stance, we talked about the changes to that. Conscript's attrition, that's the light or heavy, and we talked about how you can follow up any light attack with a heavy and vice versa, and either of them go into a shield bash. So Conk's got a lot of new stuff going on here. He's got some pretty interesting little tools with the cancelable attacks. Some of the stuff is still the same. He does a little bit more damage. He's just kind of overall received a massive, I would say a massive nerf, or massive buff, sorry. I'm fighting this raider and trying to talk at the same time, but I'd say he's gotten a pretty decent little buff here with the addition of some of this stuff. Now, taking the superior block away, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a nerf, but honestly, I think it was needed. Like, it was just too powerful before, and now he's got some other tools that don't just make him a one-trick pony that relies on getting those heavy blocks to get guard breaks and get damage in. So that's pretty nice. We'll see how it plays out once this game, or once this build goes live and everybody has access to these changes. We'll see what kind of place Conqueror's in. We were expecting a lot of new moves for Conqueror because he was kind of he was in such a weird place earlier, right? Like, didn't really have a lot going for him. Was pretty much just like shield bash and heavy, or block and guard break and throw you into a wall and then do a heavy. Like, there wasn't really a whole lot going for him. Hopefully this changes things up. He's got some mix-up options now, which he desperately needed. Got some trading potential. And you can still do the, by the way, you can still cancel these. Oh, come on, big guy. The only thing you can't cancel into the superior block now are light attacks. I just want to mention that real quick before we go. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm not a Conk main. I'm not an expert on this character. I have played a bunch of them, though, and I do know enough about the game, I would hope, to kind of give you a general overview of what's going on. But for those of you that are a little more advanced with this character, there are patch notes below in the description of this video. Check those out. See what's new if you haven't already. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Get subscribed if you're new here. And until next time, I'm BouseFeenux. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.